Well, we made a cabin. My wife drew up some designs, and I made some cardboard pictures, and we cut down some trees with some neighbors' help. And I decided to mill them myself without a Alaska chainsaw mill. Watched some Russian videos on how to make those things, and they turned out pretty good. Put some foundation blocks down and put up the posts. And then guess what? COVID happened, and everything went crazy prices. So we pickled it after we got it all squared up and waited about a year until we put the deck on. Prices came down, and this is a whole year later that we started to put the foundation in, and just had a blast making everything easy to get to in the springtime, moving some snow. So we did the deck first so we'd have something dry to stand on as we build the house, and used all-weather wood for that, and everything down below is all-weather wood as well, and treated everything so it's good to go. Boy, lumber prices ridiculous still, and quality even worse, so it took forever to get all this lumber here. Dogs were fun to play with there on the construction site, and our son came over and helped us, and we just had all our tools underneath the tarp there and put up walls, 2x6 walls, and used the best insulation we could find, rock wool. I love that stuff, super easy to work with. And we wanted to go a little bit taller than normal and put up a nice big loft. Then we decided to do a dormer window as well, so you'll see that change coming up here soon, deviating from our cardboard model, and putting in the upper mezzanine or the loft. And we had a lot of fun working together. It was super smooth. Nobody got hurt, and nobody got overly too cold. This was the hardest part, putting those beams that support the large overhang. That was tough. That was not easy. Some of my pictures a little bit out of order here. Moving backwards. There we have. Okay, there's the dormer. Dormer took about a whole nother extra week to do metal and to do the putting it on, and there was snow, and it was just rough. It was slow going. And finally we got a break in the weather, and we put the roof on and went with nice metal roofing, and that was good to be done with. I feel like every time I get on a metal roof, I lose about 2 months of my life in stress. Then with the outhouse, my wife thought that this was going to be super and easy. Took her forever. She was amazed how long it took to build that outhouse. But we wanted it to be nice. We wanted it to be vented correctly. And boy, is it for an outhouse, this is hard to say, but it smells great. Then we did the outside siding. Found a real nice wood-grained looking outside siding. Love it. Would never do anything different on a house, except for the outhouse. So we just painted that. And that worked out good. Painted the same colors as the other. So, getting closer to being done. Going to start moving to the inside here soon. But let's take a look at some of the cool outside before we put the railing on the outside of the cabin. Oh, so nice to be done with this cabin. It's so fun to look at these pictures and think of all the steps that it took to get there. If you ever do a cabin build like this, make sure to get good scaffolding. That was one thing we were really happy to have, is our son let us use the scaffolding. Now there was the railing, and now it's gone here on this video. But it's pretty high above the ground there, so we put some really nice railing on. Eventually you'll see some pictures of the electrical. We get that done. I was going to put in some auger or some trenching videos, but that's boring. But we trenched about 300 feet to get power to this, and used a small little 200 amp service. It really only needs 100 amp, but it was cheaper just to buy the 200, so we just went with that. But it was 2 years in the making. We took our time on it. Some people told us we should have made it wet. Others, yeah, it will be fun dry cabin. Renting out a dry cabin is a whole different ball of wax. So if you ever do have a chance to get wet cabin, yeah, you really definitely should go wet. A lot more people are interested in wet cabins than even a very nice dry cabin. It just narrows the market down a whole lot. But the view is beautiful. We love it. If we have to use it as just a guest house, then that's fine. But for now, we've got people interested in 6-month rentals, so that should be fine. But we'll see. We've got wet cabins that we've a lot of experience with, so dry is new for us. But yeah, there's the railing on the outside there, that last picture. Then we moved to the inside. We did some things that I would do different. I'd just use solid colors on most of the walls and then do some of this funky colors on some of the others. I would not do funky colors everywhere like we did again. And the inside typically takes about as long as the outside, and that really was true. It took forever to do the insulation, the wiring, the vapor barrier, the wall coverings. Here's a really nice little electrical panel metering box that worked out good. And then my wife loves doing banisters with diamond willows, and so she had a blast with doing all the inside flooring and decorating. She just went mega happy on that. Nice little closet, and you'll see here eventually the last video as what we finished product. But yeah, overall very enjoyable to get done. Charlotte did a great job. Our son helped on it fantastically. It was smooth. Nobody got hurt. The driveway is a little bit steeper than I'd like. It's deceptive. It looks like you could get down there, but it's pretty steep. We've had people getting stuck there already. But the view is stunning. Super quiet. Inside, heat with a candle. Little Toyo stove. Picked up a used couch. We're putting in a table here next couple days. That temporary nice table there is going to stay there, but we're going to put one right there by that wall, right by that window. We've got a fold down hinges that the table can fold down or fold up. That fan is probably the best use of transferring heat from all up high down throughout the place. It is fantastically effective. So if you ever do a small cabin like this, a ceiling fan is a must-have. But teeny little cabin. My wife decided to put a drain in it, so any of that water that you see there from that 5-gallon jug goes down into a gray water. So that's a definite twist in a dry cabin. Usually there's a slop bucket down below the sink there, and people have to remember to take it out, and it overflows and creates all kinds of problems, so we didn't want that. Teeny little closet there. Really glad Charlotte put that in. I was telling her not to, and she was like, no. She proved her point, and I'm glad she put that in. Upstairs, super quiet. Wish we would have put a bigger window in. When you go up there, you'll see that the window that we put up there, I had to have custom made. Wish I would have gone bigger. It would have been the same price. It would have given a much better view towards the left here. No, okay, well, we'll look at this first. The window looking out the dormer is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that window size. That's just absolutely perfect. And Charlotte used live-edged alder wood, which was beautiful color. That teeny little window right there near the fan. Wish I would have made a big, nice, tall, rectangular one instead of a perfectly square lemon mine. But anyway, lots of fun. Glad it's done. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at practicalporters.com.